Hello everyone and welcome back to another Trove video. Today I'll be playing on this wonderful character, the Neon Ninja. The Neon Ninja is quite a popular class in Trove. He is a physical damage class who uses a sword or a melee weapon, and he is the fastest DPS / dungeon grinding character in the game. Hint why he's the most popular. Now the Neon Ninja has, as all classes do, 4 abilities. A passive ability, which means that whenever the Neon Ninja hits an entity, he will gain rings around his character called shurikens. He can then backflip and launch those rings off his character to deal massive amounts of damage to his enemies. His number 1 ability launches forward and stuns enemies and locks them in place so they can't move, and his ultimate, number 2, allows him to launch blades out of his sword into enemies to do large amounts of damage. However, this ability does take a while to recharge, as do all ultimates. So we're going to pop into a adventure world now, and just going to go into an before, and we're going to show you some of the Neon Ninja's abilities in action on some small enemies. So I don't know if I'm going to be overpowered for this world, but we'll have a look. So let's go over here. There's an enemy, and I'm going to use my number 1. Freeze them in place, and there's my shurikens. And so as you can see, whenever I attack an enemy, I get shurikens, which I can then backflip and launch forward into my enemies to deal large amounts of damage. Now, the Neon Ninja as a viable class isn't really powerful enough until you get to 5,000 power rank, which, as you can see from here, I nearly am. I'm 120 off, which means that when you get to 5,000 power rank, you can go into Uber 8 and you can get your class gem. Now, what your class gem ends up doing is taking your shurikens, which already do a massive amount of damage, and turning them into one big phasing damage shuriken, which does massive amounts of damage to enemies and ends up being the Neon Ninja's main source of attack damage throughout the game. But the reason that the Neon Ninja is the fastest class is because of his right-click ability, his backflip, and you are able to backflip faster than any movement in the game towards dungeons. So if you have a high amount of energy regeneration, you're able to get to dungeons faster than any other class in the game, which is insane, because this is the only class that you'll experience lag, where you can go to one dungeon and lag all the way back to the previous dungeon because you're going so fast. It's quite insane, to be honest. And also the Neon Ninja and the Shadow Hunter are tied for farming speeds. Would be tied if the Neon Ninja wasn't a sword character. However, the bows and projectiles in Trove are sort of buggy at the moment, and they glitch out and sometimes don't hit enemies. So the Neon Ninja takes the advantage because his weapon does more damage, well, the same amount of damage, but doesn't glitch because of the projectile. So yeah, guys, if this video helps you and you've learnt more about your Neon Ninja, then don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe. That would really help out. A new channel here, a bit of help, as well as any ideas for any video content you'd like to see. For example, this video was actually requested by one of my good friends from a live stream. I'll be linking his channel in the description, as well as he's one of my featured channels. I can't exactly remember what his channel's called, but he will be in the description. So I thank you guys, and I will see you next video.